this is Dave with NEPCO Tech Support. Today I will cover how to use a Wiegand reader with the Alarm Lock Net panel in Air Access. I will also demonstrate how to configure a Farpointe Weigand device. Feel free to pause the video at any time if it makes it easier to follow along. First, I would like to make clear that the Alarm Lock NetDK and NetPDK interfaces do not work with the Alarm Lock Net panel when connected to Air Access. You must use a 26-bit Wiegand device capable of 8-bit burst. We recommend using our NAPCO branded Farpointe devices that have been tested for full compatibility. For this video, I'm going to assume you have already watched our other videos on how to use the Air Access website. If you have not, please pause this video and go watch the other videos first. On the Air Access website, you will learn in your net panel the same way you would with any other lock. Make sure after you enroll your net panel, it shows up as See Net Panel under Lock Type in your wireless configuration menu. If it doesn't, force a firmware update to the net panel by selecting the lock. You can verify it is selected because it will be highlighted in yellow. Next, click the arrow to the right of Download. Choose the option Send Firmware and Data to Selected Lock. After it completes, you should see Net Panel under Lock Type. After you have added your panel to the wireless configuration, you can then add it to your access group you intend to use for your personnel. For the Wiegand demonstration, I will be using the NAPCO CIC-RP-640HAB, which is the same as a Farpointe P640. I have chosen this device to demonstrate because it has both a reader and a keypad, and I would like to demonstrate what you need to do to get both to work and some conflicts you may run into. If you use another brand of Wiegand device, make sure it is 26-bit and capable of 8-bit burst. The 8-bit burst is very important. I cannot overstate how important it is that you read the documentation that comes with your Wiegand device. Some devices operate differently and come with different instructions. For this device, we can see in the documentation that it is capable of both 26-bit mode and an 8-bit burst mode. We want to set ours up for 8-bit burst. To put the reader into 8-bit burst, the steps are as follows. 1. Cycle power to the reader. 2. Present the keypad data mode control card to the reader. It should beep 4 times. 3. Press the pound key. Reader beeps 4 times to indicate success. 4. Press the star key. Should beep once to indicate 8-bit burst is enabled. The beeps are important because they confirm the mode you are in. Now I will demonstrate this configuration. First, I turn the power off to my reader. Now, when I reapply power, I will present the control card that came with the device and verify I get 4 beeps. I then press the pound key and verify 4 more beeps. Finally, I press the star key and verify 1 beep. The reader is now set for 8-bit burst. You can see here in Air Access, I have set my card to have the Store Number 2 All Hours Access group. I have also set this Region Number 2 Manager pin of 1776 to the same access group. And when you look at that access group, you can see the net panel is in this group with a 24/7 time schedule. If we now test our badge with the reader, you can verify it works by observing if the green light latches. When the unlock time ends, the light will go back to red. Now we can test our PIN code of 1776. Remember, on Air Access, you must press the pound key after you press your PIN. Another thing I would like to point out is the badge number for the card I tested. You can see in Air Access, my badge number is 1136185. I can also use this number as a PIN. Here, I will demonstrate. This brings me to my next point. What if you don't want users to be able to use their card number as a PIN number? Well, you can restrict this by using facility codes. By default, Air Access does not require you to have facility codes turned on when using the Alarm Lock 36-bit cards. The card I have been using is one of our Alarm Lock 36-bit cards that has a facility code of 19. But you can see here that I have no facility code set. However, if I go and set my net panel to use a facility code of 19 in position 1, and then I come back to my badge holder and set my facility code to position 1, now when I badge in, my badge works, but my PIN for my badge no longer works. Another important thing to remember is to not assign facility codes to your PIN numbers that are not associated with badges. It will prevent them from working. Like I said before, this demonstration has been done using the Alarm Lock 36-bit cards. When using other formats with other facility codes, you should get the same results, but we cannot guarantee that for all formats. This concludes our video on how to use Wiegand devices with the net panel on Air Access. For more videos on Air Access or documentation for any of our devices, head over to our tech library at tech.napcosecurity.com.